Over this past weekend, the Chicago Bears traded Justin Fields to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Me personally, I feel like it needed to happen for both parties. The Bears needed to move off of him and start over, do a little reset, and Justin Fields needed to change the scenery. I feel like Chicago these past couple of years they didn't have Justin Fields' best interest at heart as far as really trying to develop him and really trying to make him the best that he could be. I feel like he could have done a little bit better on the field, but I don't want to put all the blame on Chicago. As far as they didn't put the talent around him, yes, but Justin could have played better in certain spurts. But at the same time, their job is to make it easier on him by bringing him a couple good targets, a good running game, good offensive line, which he didn't have. He has guys running free at him, knocking his head off, and he's a quarterback, so he can only do so much. There's only so much punishment you could take. A lot of times you look at certain situations in the league and you look at certain quarterbacks and you're like, well, this guy has this guy and this guy has this guy. Where's my guy? Like, where's my few couple guys? Like, I need guys too. Like, I can't go into a gunfight with a fucking knife. Like, I need foxhole guys. I need guys that I know that at the end of the day, when we get in those trenches, we get in those late game situations, I could trust to throw the ball to him and he's gonna come down with it. It wasn't always like that. I feel like a lot of times in those Bears games, Justin would be undermanned and he would have to do so much. He would have to force so many different things because he's like, all right, well, I don't have the talent, so I'm gonna just try and win these games by myself because that's all I have. They brought on DJ Moore a little late. They got him from the Panthers. I feel like they could have gave him another year with Justin, another few years with Justin to really develop each other and really, learn each other's, play styles and get the timing down. But ultimately, the Bears decided to cut ties with Justin and send him to Pittsburgh. Me personally, I feel like him going to Pittsburgh is a great spot for him. He's coming into a team with a Hall of Fame coach, great coaching staff, a winning organization that knows what it takes to win. I feel like they need each other. He needs them. They need him. Since Big Ben retired, they haven't had a stable quarterback to really take that team to the next level. I feel like now they're getting a 25-year-old quarterback that still has a lot of potential, still has raw talent that Mike Tomlin could tap in and really get the best out of him. Big Ben, I'm sure he's around. I'm sure he's still around the organization, so he'll teach Justin Fields what's it like to play in Pittsburgh, what's it mean to be a Steeler. That culture, getting the Steel Nation culture. He's coming into a situation where he has Russell Wilson backing him up. Well, not really backing him up, but he'll be in the locker room with him. He'll be in the quarterback room with him, so they'll be able to learn from each other. I'm pretty sure Justin Fields watched Russell Wilson from afar. Super Bowl winning quarterback, Pro Bowl winning quarterback. Still has a lot left in the tank. I feel like they'll bring the best out of each other in those competitions in training camp. I feel like him coming in this situation, he has a George Pickens on one side, he has a Freiermuth on the inside, and they're only going to continue to add more talent. I feel like he still has all the potential to be a Pro Bowl winning quarterback, Super Bowl winning quarterback. He just needed this situation to really bring the best out of him, because when you look at a team like Chicago Bears and their team history, they've never actually had a stable quarterback that you could say all right, he's been here for 5 years and we've really seen the growth in him, other than maybe Jay Cutler, but he came from Denver and he was already he was who he was. But other than that, there wasn't anybody else that I could really think in my mind that they had in their past that was really one of the best. It's usually they'll draft a guy and in 3 years he'll be gone, and then his replacement will come in, they'll draft him, and then he'll be gone. It wasn't ever okay, we really had a quarterback for 10 plus years in the Bears and he took us to a couple playoff games, and the fans could really say, all right, well, we watched his growth from draft day on to his 10th year in the league. Majority of the time, 95% of the time, that quarterback's not even going to make it past the second year or the third year. He'll already be too bad, or his coaching staff will be gone, or he might have off the field issues that this organization's we need to get off this guy because we just need to start over. They've been rebuilding for the longest time. There's no stability there. Sometimes for a lot of these draft picks, I feel like they're dreaming into the NFL, but I feel bad for them because the best collegiate athlete has to go to the worst situation, and he's a young kid, and that's a lot to take in because they're coming from, winning college programs, and now it's like I have to come into this NFL team and I have to be the savior of the city, and that's a lot of pressure for a young kid, a young 20-year-old to have to deal with, because I feel like a lot of times they should have to come into a team where there's a vet quarterback in place or a vet receiver in place, and this isn't just about Justin Fields. It's just positionless, like not positionless, but positions in general. Like they should have to come into a situation where they're learning. I'm not saying shelf them, but I'm saying make it easier on them. Have a vet there that could teach them the ropes, teach them the way of how to conduct themselves as a professional, and have a coaching staff there that's in place that is stable enough to be like, okay, well, we studied this kid in college. We saw the plays that he ran, whether it was a pro style offense, a West Coast offense, any type of offense. We saw the plays that was ran. Contact his high school coaches, his college coaches, and be like, oh, listen, what type of plays is this kid like, or get with him in the off season, wherever he trains at, and ask him like, yo, well, what plays do you like to run? Like, let's sit down, let's come up with a game plan so we can implement your play style into our playbook and make it easier on you. So when we get into those late game situations, we already have plays set up for you to be the best that you can be, because ultimately a lot is riding on you as far as like your development could be the difference maker in a coaching staff getting fired or getting extensions, pretty much. So they have a lot riding on you, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of times with coaching staffs, they don't get a chance to draft multiple quarterbacks. It's usually like, all right, well, we're going to give you this chance to draft this quarterback, and it's your job now. We gave you what you wanted. You got your quarterback. You got your guy. So it's your job now to develop that guy into the guy that you think that he will be in time. So coaching staffs don't get multiple chances at this. They don't get multiple shots at this. They get one shot at it. And if it doesn't work, they will be let go, and then another coaching staff will be coming in. But the thing with that is that when you're a draft pick and the old regime that brought you in gets fired and you're still there, that new regime doesn't have any relationship with you. So they're looking at you as like, okay, well, this is a failed project. We got to get off this kid because I want my own quarterback. I don't want to inherit somebody else's baggage. I don't want to inherit somebody else's shit. I want my own. I want my own shit. Like, I feel like, and it's tough for those players, because like, damn, I want to prove myself to this new staff, but it's like they've already judged me off my past, but they don't even know what that origin put me through to get me to this point, and I still want to show that I still could be that guy. But 9 times out of 10, it's not like that. I think Justin had to. I think when he came in, I'm not sure if Matt Nagy was still there. Matt Nagy might have still been there, but then Eberflus came in, and I feel like Eberflus was like, okay, well, I'm inheriting this kid. He still has raw talent, but I want to move off of him, and I want to go after Caleb Williams, because everybody's calling Caleb Williams, Patrick Mahomes 2.0. He makes great plays. He's a great talented quarterback. I just feel like certain situations, the backyard football plays, I don't feel like they'll translate to the NFL, just because the defensive ends are faster, the linebackers are faster, the DTs are faster, corners are faster, safeties are faster. They're looking at this kid. It's like, okay, well, we saw what you did at USC. That's not going to happen here. I feel like it was in the Bears' best interest to take a step back, let Justin Fields go about his business. They go about their business, and everybody could be happy. And he gets a fresh start. They get a fresh start. They bring in their guy, try to develop him. Hopefully it works out. Justin Fields can now go to Pittsburgh and try to fight for that starting spot, get a new contract, and, really develop into the player that I think that I truly believe that he can be.